Alright guys, we're at Punta Gorda MX. First time. About to get checked in. We're rolling in here 48 minutes late, as usual. Looks like we go over here and check in. Oh my gosh, this is dialed so far. I just now seen the track kinda and the dirt looks mean. Oh dude, this place is nice.
Do you want a practice schedule? There you guys go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys.
Absolutely dialed. So yeah. Free stickers. Oh dude, I'm so excited right now. I've watched so many videos of this place. Oh dude, look at the dirt. Listen, look how sick this practice schedule is. So as long as it doesn't get busy, they just go big bike, little bike, big bike, little bike, whatever. And then like it looks like every like hour and a half, they do track maintenance. That is so sick. Oh my gosh. All right guys, so I'm gonna get out, unload the bike, get ready, check over the bike. And then first practice is at 9. It's 8:57. Oh shit. Okay, so just now I went out for a sight lap and I made it about a quarter of the way around the track, probably not even a quarter of the way around the track, and it sounded like there were a couple of minions in my top end with hammers and shovels and bombs. So I instantly turned my bike off as soon as it started sounding all crazy, and I just kind of sat there for a second, checked over the pipe, a few other things. I didn't know if something had came loose and was going crazy rattling. I went to kickstart my bike and it was completely locked up. So let's go ahead and switch to whenever I got back off the track and came to realization that my bike was locked up. Well, that didn't go the way that I planned it to go. My bike blew up halfway around the first lap. The track is absolutely dialed. But no Punta Gorda MX for me. I can tell you though, if you're thinking about coming out here, the track is absolutely dialed. I made it out the start straight, over the roller. There's like a mean double, another roller, a massive roller, like a mean tabletop or triple. I mean, I'm just so thankful that it blew up on the sight lap and not like, on the face of a jump, but like, this is the kind of dirt that's here. It's like it sticks to your bike, but it doesn't get your bike dirty. It's insane. 32-to-1, Electron carb, FMF. The bike is literally, if you all follow the channel, I bought the bike brand new and I've put probably 15-20 hours on it, so there's no reason that it should be locked up. But it's locked. This video may go on YouTube, it may not. But if it does, maybe I'll switch. If you're watching this, I'm about to switch all the way back to Kentucky probably. And the motor will be apart and we'll inspect the damage, I guess. Rhett and Vanessa, we're gonna hang out here all day. So perfect place for the kids, the wife. Beautiful little beach. Apparently they use like shock and chemicals in it to where you can literally go out there and swim around, do whatever you want to do. Mean parking area, mean bleachers over there. I'm talking the best track that I've ever ridden a dirt bike on. Like, and I didn't even get to make it around the entire track. What little bit I'd done was like the most fun that I had ever had on my dirt bike. Especially this dirt bike. Like that, the track was so dialed, but I'm still standing here, and it didn't, I wasn't on the face of a triple or something, and it, going up the face of a triple and bog out, wreck and get hurt 14 hours away from home. So I don't know, I've got to be thankful for that, but it's kind of confusing. I really don't understand it. I really don't. Hey, baby. You want to go down there? Okay, we can go down there. What?
Why are you quiet about it now, Red?
Yeah, why aren't you making bike noises again for the camera? Okay, so figured out what happened. Where did that plug? Oh my God, I put the plug back in the bike. I'm gonna throw up a picture of the spark plug because it's back in the bike and I don't feel like taking it out. But anyway, so yeah, NG, apparently there's been a bad batch of them because I was looking in a Facebook group the other day and I seen where this happened to another guy, and then there was like 2 or 3 other people in the comments saying that it also happened to them. So the tip of my spark plug broke off and got on top of my piston. That would explain the noise that I heard. And I almost put the GoPro on for the first impressions, like sight lap, but I didn't. And I should have, because then y'all could have heard it. So I guess now I'll talk to y'all whenever we get back to Kentucky and we take this head off and inspect all of the horrific damage that it's done. So thank you, NGK, I appreciate it. Set up. The entire track you can see from right here. So it's absolutely sick, for the wife and kids watching you ride. If you're out here watching your kids ride, whatever. Oh, dude, that's new, I think. A little split lane action right there. Top notch. So sick. I believe all of the jumps have like lights on the side of them for like if somebody wrecks. I think there's lights that blink. Jumps are built so safe, and we will definitely be back with a new spark plug. I don't know, this just really sucks, but at least we didn't come down here just to ride. We were here on vacation anyway. I'll talk to y'all whenever we get back to Kentucky. Let's go enjoy this vacation. Peace. All right, guys, so we just now made it back to Kentucky. I may be in a little bit better mood just because the last time that you seen me, my beloved YZ250 locked up on me from the spark plug breaking. I don't know if I showed that in this video, but I'm about to show it now. The bike wasn't running lean. Before everyone jumps in the comments and says that it's running lean, the bike wasn't running lean. If you know anything about jetting, you can look at that spark plug and tell that it's not running lean, or if you do think that it is running a hair lean, it's not so lean that it's going to melt the spark plug in 8 hours of a C-class rider putting around a dirt bike track, having fun, not racing or anything. Like, it's just, we're going to rip this thing apart and check out the carnage together. So I've already found like cylinder kit and everything, so I'll get that on order if the cylinder's damaged. The bike is locked up right now, like you can't kickstart it or move it. So I don't know if the little piece of the spark plug is wedged in between the piston and the cylinder, and there would just be like one nick on it, or if just the whole cylinder is destroyed. Anyway, enough talking. We're gonna get right into it and tear this thing apart. Let's go. Yeah, we finally got Charles over to help me work on my bike. Draining the coolant, pop a radiator hose off.
It's blue.
Start it with the impact.
I lost all spark. Come on, that run right now. Oh my god.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the same wrench that I put the spark plug in with and tightened it with to take it out. A good old NGK. All right, we're gonna take you off the tripod now and
open this bad boy up. We've almost got them all off. All
Which
the
one's still
OEM nuts and bolts. She'll never be OEM again, boys. We're ready. Take her off. Oh, Jimmy, she's locked up in there deep. Oh, she's mean. She's mangled. Why is the cylinder for some reason look good?
Looks like you're having a little detonation. That's what that means when you get that pitting. It is detonation.
I thought she was being serious at first. I was like, Charles, honey, I was like, that's chunks of aluminum missing. Why is it locked up if the cylinder low key looks fine?
We don't know what the cylinder looks like under the
Right,
rings.
true. Okay, but hold on. Did you find the piece of metal?
It's not up there.
The actual electrode broke off past the weld.
I got flap disc. I could take him mark right out of there, and you just use that same piston. Just put some new rings on it.
That's what I told him.
You say you did move it down? Try to move it down.
As good as gold.
Cylinder's looking dialed.
Get some new OEM.
Hey,
rings.
that cylinder really does look good, but I'm not.
For somehow.
It would have to be damaged where it's. I mean, unless it's literally just damaged a ring and the ring stuck. So this video is gonna go on. I'm not doing that tonight. I'll pick up tomorrow.
Keep going. Yeah. So we just have a top.
What?
We have a problem.
Guys, what does that mean? Why is it so free and so smooth? Why does it not make a complete... Why does it stop? Alright, so we've got the motor pulled out. So the crank seems to be fine. No, it's locked up in a different spot now. A second ago it would go all the way to the bottom and then it would lock up. So I'm thinking that the piece of spark plug has went down inside of the bottom end and it's actually locking up. Yeah, look at that. It's locked up in a different spot now. So I think that's definitely our culprit. The little tip of the spark plug went down to the bottom end and it's locked up on either the actual crank itself, which I don't think that's what it is because it goes back and forth just fine. Really, really smooth. And this motor only has 20 hours since it was brand new off the showroom floor. So I want to say the crank's going to be dialed. I think the piece of spark plug is actually in one of the actual crank case, the main crank bearings that are pressed into the case. My gosh, I cannot speak English. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and pull off this right side clutch cover. We're going to do the whole inner cover with the water pump and all that all together. Because all we really have to buy is just the inner clutch cover gasket. So I'm going to rip that off all together. And then we'll start on the other side. Then we'll get these cases split and hopefully get this thing fixed and back running in this video. Okay, so I've got the kickstart shaft and everything out. There was a washer on the back side of this, so don't lose that, Justin. And let's see, tripod knocked over, golden. So on the back side of this clutch hub, I've got the washer right there on the bottom where that goes. And then Yep. Boom. Holy cow, boys. There's that little bastard. Look at that. The tip of me old spark plug. So in the video, whenever you can kind of hear the spark plug piece drop, it was actually stuck to this. And I've checked this over and it wasn't really lodged. I think it was just like kind of stuck with oil and stuff. So I don't think that the actual crank itself was locked up or that it ever touched this bearing. I've sat here and spun these crank bearings and they're just butter. But anyway, you can see right here this ring. So I think it initially got lodged like almost in between where these cases conjoin. As you can see the marring on both sides, and I think that's what initially locked it up. It was like almost standing and lodged right here in this deep spot, touching this. And then whenever I forced it to break loose and it was spinning, I think that it was like stuck in this, like on this chunk of the metal. And I think that it was just spinning and going along with it. So, I mean, I was gonna try to just leave these bearings and reuse the crank and literally just throw new oil seals in it and slap it back together. Alright, so I've got a couple gallons of premix here, some fresh fuel, got some 93 pump gas. Got the bike back together, about to fill the gas tank up. I just went and emptied all the old fuel out because it's been a couple weeks now. So we should be ready to fill this thing up, take it outside, and I'll throw the bike on the tripod and start it up for the first time with you. Or I'll throw the camera on the tripod. I cannot throw the bike on the tripod. Okay, so I know this video's been kind of all over the place, but we finally got the bike together and we got it started. I ran it up and down the road a couple of times yesterday. So now we're just gonna pretty much slap an hour meter on it. And since I did leave the factory crank and the factory crank bearings or main bearings that are actually pressed into the cases, I left everything all original because this bike only had 20 hours on it when this happened to me. Like from the showroom floor, it only had 20 hours. And the first 10 hours of that was me literally just learning how to ride a dirt bike again, because it's been 4 or 5 years, you know, since I've rode on the track, like actually trying. And not only that, but before that, my entire pretty much, you know, life of riding for fun, not racing or anything. I've raced a couple of times, but nothing serious. I've always rode a 250F, so I've always been on a 4-stroke. So the bike had a very easy 20 hours on it. So everything on the crank was still in spec. And then I don't know if anyone noticed, but I put my factory carburetor back on and it seems to be running really, really good. I went ahead and rebuilt it, vapor blasted it first, completely took apart, rebuilt the carburetor. I went with a 180 main jet and a 50 pilot jet, which is just a hair richer than stock. Factory clip on the needle, second clip. Factory slide, factory needle, factory power jet. So it looks really, really good. I bought some Honda bulk carburetor hosing. It comes with like 10 foot of it or something. So I've got that right here. And then I've got the Electron right here still. So now pretty much I felt very confident that I had the Electron pretty close to perfect. So now what my goal is pretty much is to get the carburetor close to perfect. And then I'm gonna be able to do a carburetor versus Electron video. And that's kind of something that's been taking a while because I wanted to get the Electron close to perfect. But yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna slap an hour meter on it. And whenever this bike hits 40 hours on the factory hour meter, that's gonna be around 55 to 60 hours total on, you know, an all original motor. Except, you know, now it does have a new piston and it'll have a new head. I've got an Apex head coming for it soon. So around 40 hours on the meter, I'm gonna split the cases again, and we're gonna do new crank bearings, new crank seals again, new crank, or send that one off and have it rebuilt probably. Also got a bike that I bought to flip that I've been working on cleaning up there in the background. So a little 2015 KX250F. So it was cleaned it up pretty good yesterday, and then I believe that I've already got it sold. So that was pretty cool, a little quick flip. Not gonna be a whole lot of my subscribers watch this, but that's gonna be all for today's video, guys. So always remember, everybody starts out as nobody, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.